Hello, everybody. It's Rusty Champaign here with you. And we're back once again in the wonderful world of Figure Shop Simulator. We're at the end of our last episode. We had just gotten ourselves into the wonderful, wonderful world of baby dragons. Look at them. Don't they look wonderful? They look very, very cute. They look quite sharp on top of that because of these premium printers we've got. So we're still working on getting the rest of those up and running at this point. So some of those started to get produced, but we ran out of time at the end of the day. We also, at the end of our last episode, got ourselves to the point where we have now the premium or the advanced printers at the large level. So we no longer have anything in the store that uses the PLA filament. This is now a relic and hopefully will remain that way. I will have to get an empty box or two and get all that filament off there and replace it with some with either resin or powder. So we'll have to, as we get some empty boxes, we'll have to get that stuff off of there and put the other filament on. So we'll work on that as well. We've got all of our printers ready to roll. We got to get ourselves up to $5,000 so we can buy another large printer, because right now that's our biggest trouble, is not being able to keep up with everything that we need on our large stuff, because right now we only have the one printer. But hopefully today, I mean, we should not have any problem getting another large printer today. So that's going to be our first priority, and then after that, we'll kind of see exactly how we're going from there, and see exactly what will arise after that. But here we go, day 27. The store is open for your convenience. Welcome back once again to the Rusty Filament, where now we have fantasy animals, we have Kokomons, we have infernal villains, we have Ryuka girls, we have mini houses, and way over here we have baby dragons, three of which are on the shelf. That one is getting ready to join them in just a second. So let's go ahead, grab that one, the Gorbies, which are going to go right over here. We're going to get the price on these. These are going to be 89. We'll go 89 on that. Get those put up there. And then we just got to keep an eye on other things. Now, I also want to start taking these printers and moving them, because we are running out of space. So now that this one is not doing anything, we're going to start taking these printers and we're going to hashtag use the middle on these guys. Cozy is somewhere cheering and loving every minute of this. So yeah, we're going to take all of our printers, just move them to the center, and have a whole bunch of printers in the center, and we'll have racks on the walls. It'll all be good. It'll all work out, I do believe. And what is the thing that we need to make here? We have, oh no, we need to make nothing, because we have hat houses going, we have burger houses going. So now we can take this and pick this up, swing it around to there, just like that. Okay, it's about as good as that's going to get in terms of its placement. The hat houses are done. So we will take this, pick it up, move it over here, just like so. And then we'll start taking our mediums and moving them into place. So let's go there. Get that over. All right, and then this one can move. So carry that. And again, the only thing I wish they had was a grid snap. They don't, but that's okay. I can live with it. It'll be fine. That'll go about there. I now need to move these because these are now in the way of me getting my printers in place. That's just going to go over there. And then we've only got the one other printer right now. And we're going to make that two, because we now have enough money to get a second printer. So let's go ahead, buy a second large printer. So printers large, the Spectra Elite for $5,000 is purchased. It's giving us more popularity on top of that. And we'll go ahead and get this set up right here. I do need to get another medium printer at some point, I think. It'd be nice to have 3 smalls, 3 mediums, and 3 larges. But for now, we're good. So we got 6 of them there. We can get a 7th one set up here. And then we'll eventually get into number 8. So let's carry that. Set that right over there. That is pretty good. And now that I've done all that, I really need to start taking a look at what we need to print. So we need fantasy rabbits. So let's do that. Fantasy rabbits. Make sure I got plenty of filament in all these. We also need the fish guards, which are going to be over here. So let's do that. Models, fish guards. Again, make sure we have plenty of filament. We also need he just walked off with the wedgers. I need to start making my witches, and so we're going to get those going. The infernal or the blind witches. Oh, and this one has no filament in it. That's right. This is my brand new one. So that's going now. And then we need to make some of the assassins. So let's get that started. Okay, we're doing good. Do we have anything else small that we need to make? He's got the rat. No, he just walked away with the rabbits. So we need to get some more. Or no, we're doing the rabbits, so we don't need that. And then over here, so wedgers. He did not come back with wedgers, so we got to get some wedgers going. So let's do that. Wedgers. And now we need to get some resin. So we'll get some resin. We'll pack up that PLA while we're at it. So let's get a couple of boxes of resin. And then we can pack up the PLA as we do that. And that'll give us another shelf where we can start putting more filament down. And this is just going to sit off in some corner because I have nothing else I can do with it, at least not right now. So that'll just sit right there. It'll be the filament that time forgot. That's basically what we've got with that. Oh, and I'm going to need one more to get all that filled up. That'll be all right. Can I close that box up? Doesn't look like it. And I mean, I guess I could throw that out. You know what? I'm just going to throw it out. It's like $25 a box. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's okay. It's just not worth me saving it because it's not. I don't know when we'll need it again. For $25, it's just not that big of a deal. It'd be a different story if we were spending a lot more money on that stuff, but we're not. So I'll be okay with it. We need envoys again. So models, envoys. Nope, wrong size. That's on these. So models, envoys. That's good. And then we need to make the priestesses. So let's get those going. And then we should finally have all of that. Then I also need to check outside and see if any of these need to be put up here. And the answer is yes, they kind of all do. So let's get those all put. Oh, he's down. He's working on. I don't know what he's working on. We might be at the point now. I might need to get myself a second helper here because it feels like he is struggling a little bit with the number of things that we have. Yeah, he might be at the point where he needs an assistant. So let's go here to management, hiring, worker number 2, $2,000 in hiring costs. I'll do it. It may not be the best thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Give us another worker. There she is. So she's going to help out, make things work a little bit faster. It's going to put a bit of pressure on me because now I'm going to really have to make sure I keep up my end of the bargain and I keep on producing everything as quickly as I can. Because now it's going to be my fault if we don't have things going on here. And like that, I printed fish guards and I really didn't need to. So we'll take those and just kind of set them down there. The tree stores I think I can put up though. And we'll just we'll run as fast as we can and hopefully keep up with all of it. So let's see. We need some of the catchers. Let's get them going. And then I need to get all these new ones put out here. So what do we got? We need the 2 bottom ones. So the priestesses, they need to go out because they're one of them. Get the price on these. These are going to be 61. And then we've got envoys. It may just be that they're not up on the shelf. That's what it is. They're just not on the shelf, which is why they're not grabbing them. And then these can go up because these are the other ones that changed over. And these are going to be 68 for that. So now everything in the everything in the larges is the full set now. And they're all good to go. In terms of what we need back here now, I do want to make sure that I keep I want to make sure I keep all of my small printers available for the last of the dragons. So I only actually need to keep 2 of them available. Because we have 4 of the baby dragons already. Yes. So we only need 2 of these available. So here we go. The Nimblues and the Skypins are now, they have now been purchased, and they're going to be produced right now. So there's the Nimblues, there's the Skypins. They're all set. And I also need to get another shelf to start putting all that stuff up. So let's move that over a little bit. We need one more shelf for our stock. So let's take care of that. We need, let's see, decoration shop, stock shelf. And then we can put those baby dragons right back over there. Making sure we have all the space. Look at them. Morose and even more morose. Ennui and malaise in burnt orange shirts. Oh, man. They look so happy to be here. She's like, why am I here? Why did he hire me? What is going on? I do not understand. She's not alone. I don't understand either. Let's see. We've got the catchers now. I need the knights. I need the pit boys. So let's get them going. So there's that. There's the pit boys. I already need 2 more boxes of resin because we're going through stuff just that quickly. And 1 more after that because I ordered them strangely. So we'll go ahead and put that up. And then I'll get rid of the last of that PLA because, again, we don't really need it. And I don't care if I throw it away. It's not worth that much money. If it was like $1,000 a box, then I'd obviously keep it, but it's not. It's hardly worth the darn thing. And now I can get another one of those shelves, and I can have 2 shelves for resin. I could have 2 shelves for powder. That might not be a bad idea either. There are words there. They definitely didn't come out in the order they were supposed to, but there were definitely words there. So we'll go ahead. We'll get that. Tomorrow we'll get all the filament put in. I'm not going to spend time tonight doing that because there's nothing else we can produce right now. Everything has stopped. But we'll go ahead and set this up. Oh, pixel. There's a pixel. There was one. That's close enough. And other stuff that needs to be produced. Everything large. Just can't stop with the large. And let's get the filament filled up on these first. And then keep going. Because these just don't stop. I do need another one of those printers desperately. Those are just about done. Back here, what do we need? We need night cats. We need a bunch of things. But we'll start with the night cats and work our way forward from that. All right, so that's good to go. Those are producing things. Everything that can be producing things is producing things. I've got some fish guards there that we don't need. And I think aside from that, we're in good shape. So we're just got to get more printers now. That's the big thing. And we're almost at 6,500 popularity, which when we get there, that's going to open up yet another new printer. There's lots happening here. A whole lot. We had 54 customers, even though it said 50. Last time I checked, 40 plus 14 equals 54, not 50. And I'm wondering what it is that they're still missing. I'm guessing a lot of it was this. But over here, we're still doing fine. I'm guessing that a lot of our complaints were here in our infernal villains, and not having that. But hopefully today will be better. We will find out. Here we go. Day 28. Stores open for your convenience. Um, Now that's weird. Why did that come back to me? I threw you away. So why are you back? It's like poltergeist. It's like the PLA that you cannot get rid of. So it just keeps coming back all the time, whether or not you want it to. It's like, you can't get rid of me. I won't let you. Despite us doing our best to try and do so. Price on these 102.5. Let's do that for those wonderful ones right there. And then we've got our sky pins, which are going to go right there. Price on these, wow, 107.50. I'm going to do that. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous looking figure? Just absolutely great. No complaints at all with those. They are just top notch. And again, just got to keep going. If we're not printing, we're doing something wrong. That means that we've just have not looked closely enough. There's all kinds of things that we can do. We got the geisha pandas. So let's do that. These are good. So now we can go to the envoys. Next thing down the list. And the witches are done. So now we can go to the next thing down the list there, which is going to be the guards. The guardian demons. So that's all set. Back over here, the night cats are done. So that's being made, that's being made. So now we need the pretzel houses over here. So let's do that. Those are being produced. The pit boys are done. The knights are done. So now we need all the Ryuka girls again. So starting with the top, going with Amy, and then Ayaka, I believe, was her name. I hope I'm saying that right. I've got a feeling I'm not. But yeah, perhaps it's right. But I feel like it isn't. Okay, so now, did I not order that shelf? I did. I did. So we need, let's see, 4 things of powder and 5 resin. So let's do that. Printer shop, filament, 5 resin, 4 filament, or 4 powder. Get all that bought. Start putting some of it up. We're not going to worry about putting up too much of it because we want to make sure we keep the printers running. I just want to make sure that we don't run out of anything here. So these are still going. The pandas are done. The ship houses are done. And the pretzel houses are running. So the envoys are done. The priestesses can now start. So that is good. And then those are just about done. Those are now done. So everything there is good. Now we just got to keep on focusing there on our mediums, which there's nothing else I can do medium right now. Pretzel houses are good. She carrying Camino cats? She's not, so that means that we need them. So there we go, Camino cats. That's good. And now we've got a little bit of time to go out here, grab all of our powder, all of our resin, start putting this up on the shelves. I really wish that they would restock the filament shelves. I'd be a happy camper if they did that, but they do not seem to do it. So not much you can do about that. I'm just glad that I have them here to fill the shelves. Because if I didn't have them here doing that, I would lose my mind. And there ain't much left there to lose, I'm telling you that. All right. Let's just keep going with this. Now, you're probably wondering, why do I have it powder resin, powder resin? That's an excellent question. I do not know. At some point, I need to get that rearranged, but I don't know why I have it the way I do. other than because I can. So hopefully that answer suffices because there's not a better one. There's more powder. So yeah, we got lots of powder, lots of resin. That's for sure. That'll keep us busy for quite some time. Let's take a look at our printers now. Amy is done. Ayaka is done. So let's get these going. Should I get another medium? Let's stick with this for now because I want to get the large first. Hikari's, and then I believe the Helens were next. The Hildas. So that's going. Smalls. What do we need small? Camino cats are done. So now we need the burger houses. So let's go to those. It just never stops. Never, ever, ever stops. There's always something to be done. Smalls are good. Now, the fish guards, we can put those up because that's finished. And we need the catchers because they're... Oh, and I don't have a printer. I need to get a third medium printer. Let's go ahead and do that. So, and how are we doing on popularity? 6210. So, actually, wait a minute. Let me think about this. How much is the final shop expansion? It would be $10,000 for 2,000 popularity, which would be enough to then get us in the next... Oh, so many choices. So many choices of things we could do. Because I could get us to the point where we could get into the premium printers, which would be $3,500 for the premium popularity printers in the medium section. And maybe that's what I do. Maybe. So many choices in terms of things that we could do here. I'm really a little bit flummoxed in terms of our options. Because I could see us very easily getting into premium mediums and being plenty good with that decision. So I really need to think about that. Because we're going to be at 10,000 within not too long. That's not going to take that much to do. I think that part's going to be simple. Ryuka girls, we need the Mikus, and then we need the whoever those are, the Rins. So there's that. Smalls, the burger houses are done. We need the hat houses here. So that's good. Nothing else small. Catchers are not yet being done. And man, these larges just don't stop. I really need another large printer too. I've got so many needs. Just so much. What do I do? Which way do I go? Oh, options galore in terms of what we can do here. It's a lot. All right, so let's do this. We're going to take the powder. We're going to put the powder next to the powder. So that way people don't scratch their heads the entire time. So there, we're going to have powder next to powder, resin next to resin. It's going to be a lot better. It'll make a lot of difference. And it'll cause a lot less confusion. And I still need to make all my dragons, too. Oh, that's right. I didn't even start making all my baby dragons. So I'm going to start making all those to get all those replacements up there. Just so many things. So many options. The one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to get a new license right now. We have too many things going on right now as it is. So we're just going to let it ride. The $10,000, what else could I do to get myself more popularity? That becomes the question. I mean, other than getting the big store expansion, I could get the big store expansion, and that would give us a whole boatload of popularity. I'm trying to think if we had other options that we could do. I mean, we could get another license or two and get into another product line, but there's a part of me that just doesn't want to do that right now because I feel like we're already overextended. So maybe, just maybe, I'll go ahead and get that last Maybe I'll get that last expansion. And then we can start looking at getting the better printers, getting the premium medium printers. Maybe that's the way we go. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's my decision. So here we go. Management growth for $10,000. The final shop section that is currently available in the game. It has been acquired. There it is. We can now take all of our smalls, throw them right along the wall here. Just like that. Okay. So there's all of our mini houses. Set that right there. Pretty close. And then there's our, oh, I love these dragons. But we're already out of the top one. Oh, I knew we were going to have a problem with that. Yeah, I've got so many things we need to do. Yeah, we're out of 2 of them. I have to work on getting those in here. It's just so many things that need to be printed. That's a lot. And we got $916 left. It's not a lot of money to do anything. We'll have to do all that on another day. The day is still rolling. None of my printers are doing anything. That's a problem. We need librarian birds. So let's get those going. Other things that we need to produce. I need to produce all of my which of these are we completely out of here? We are out of the first one and the 4th one. So we definitely need to get those going. So models, baby dragons, the blimpies. Am I doing those over here? I'm actually doing those over here, but I can use a replacement. So that'll be fine. Put those up there. We need the Gorbies going to get our shelf stock. So let's go over here. Filaments first. And then models, Gorbies. Okay, so that's rolling. Mediums, we need the catchers and the pit boys. So let's do that. I should have filled that up with filament first. And then we're going to go models, pit boys. So those are loaded up. That one's loaded up. These are loaded up. Oh, the only thing that's not going is this. So we got to do the witches and the guardians. So that's set. And again, should do the filament first. And then we're going to go the guardian demons. So all of our printers now have something rolling for tomorrow, which is good. So we got to get a lot of money going. We only had 5 people that couldn't find something. That's pretty good. I thought it was going to be worse than that given our dragon situation, which we are working on improving. We're doing everything we can to get it there. So today, hopefully we can get some things rearranged. But yeah, now that we're at 8,000 plus popularity, we can now go ahead. I guess we're just always going to keep this. I guess we are not allowed to throw away our PLA filament. I guess it's just always going to stay with us forever. So we're going to keep it here in those boxes in the corner because I have nothing else to do with it. And it just will not let me throw it away. But let's go ahead here. Day 29. Stores open for your convenience. And again, if we take a look at our printers now, we have the Synterra Pro printer that is now available to us. So we're going to have premium mediums to go along with our premium smalls. And then the only thing we're going to have left is going to be premium larges for $8,500. Or no, for $10,000. That printer is 10 large. Going to need a lot of money for that. We will eventually get there, but that's going to take a lot of coin to get there. We'll eventually make it happen. All right, so everything here is rolling. There's not much of anything I can do out here. You know what would be cool is if they had smaller, like, display shelves that you could have that would like look as real good as a hashtag use the middle kind of thing. I wish that they had something like that. I know that they have the circular shelves that we could certainly put up. That would be nice as a hashtag use the middle, but it'd be nice if they just had like some smaller, like waist high, chest high display cabinets where you could just have figurines on top of those because those would look real good in the middle of the floor here. Maybe they'll add that at some point as another furnishing. That'd be kind of cool if they had that. How are these doing? Still rolling. The birds are done. Um, so we're making, those are the blimpies. So we're just going to go right down the line. There's the Charvons. Because we got to get all those printed for the back here too. Just to have as back stock. Because we still don't have any of that as back stock. All right, guardian demons are there. There's the Gorbies. So these I think I needed for the floor. I do. So now all of our dragons are back in stock, which is good. Because a full set of those is probably close to $600. It's crazy to think that people would spend that much on those, but I mean, they love them. I'm sure that there's somebody that would be willing to do that. We've got, let's see, Kokomons. We've got the, this was the Knights I think we needed. All right, that's good. Yeah, we needed the Knights, and we need more catchers. Or do we? No, we don't. He just came back with them. But we do need more tree stores. Because he did not walk out with those. All right, so that's good. Anything else that needs to run? There's got to be something else that needs to run. So those have been made. Those have been made. Glymos need to be made. The Blimpies are here. They're going to go up there. The Charvons are in process. Those are in process. The Gorbies, we're going to get more of those made to put up on the shelf. And again, once we cross $3,500, I will probably start swapping out these printers for the premiums. That'll probably be our next step in getting these replaced, which is, I mean, it's a big step, but I think that's the next, I think that is the next logical step in our business here. So the Charvons, these were these the second one? Let's go ahead and set that down. Well, was that the second one on the list? Let's take a look. It was. So that'll go up there. And Gorbies were fourth. So the fifth one here is the Nimblus. So let's get those going. Large stuff, believe it or not, we're good. Amazingly enough, we're good. All right, so there's the Knights. And here are almost the tree stores. There are the tree stores. And now it is time to start selling our medium printers and replacing them with fancy premium printers of the medium size, of the medium style. The Sinterra Pros are now in the shop. Well, one of them is. That's a start. So here it goes. Right in place. Look at it. Doesn't it look wonderful? Well, we'll want to get it in place here. Look at that thing. It is beautiful. And we're just going to start making whatever we need. We're going to start making it as premium stuff. So let's, now we're going to have a whole line of stuff that's going to get changed over with this again. So Kokomon's premium wedgers. I need, oh, doggone it, that was that one. So let's go here. Models, the Ryoka girls, the Ayakas. And I've got to fill that completely up with resin first, or with powder, and then do it. Off it goes. Glymos are there. Gorbies are there. And then the last one was the Sky Pins. All right, so that's it. I really need to get some filament in here. because we're way low on all that. So let's take care of that. We're almost going to be able to get that other printer replaced because we just need $3,500. And we're just about there. If we sell our old printer, we can sell the old one and replace, use the money to upgrade to the new one. So once we get all this stuff done, and once that other printer is done running, which it is just about done running, then we're going to go ahead and make that change. So let me put up one more bottle or one more box of resin here, and then I think we can make this change over here. Yeah, so the wedges are done. And now we can go here, sell this, replace it with another one of Centera Pros. And so now we have 2 medium premium printers in the store. And then we just got to start the big save up for the large premiums, which again are going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $47 million. Or 10,000, one or the other. It's a lot of money. That's all I need to know. NIM Blues are there, and then those are the sky pins. Those are getting made. And again, just whatever we need now in premiums, we're to start, or medium premiums, we're going to start changing over. So the first thing I see is the fish guards. So here we go, Kokomon's fish guards. That is rolling. And then we need, just got to keep these going as well. So these are going to be back to the Ninja Bamboos. We've not made those in what feels like forever. We need some fantasy rabbits. Got the fantasy animals that are like, are you done making the dragons? We need help too, man. So we're working on it. We are working on it. What else do we need? The larges are amazingly still holding. Somehow, some way. I don't quite know how. And here we go. The first one that we have in medium size in premium. It was the Yakas. What do they look like? I wish that we did not see them from the back. I wish we could see them from the front. We'll see when we. Well, I guess I could. I don't want to put them there. I'll just leave that for now. We'll take a look at when we get to the Hildas. We'll get a better idea. And for that matter, we do need to start making the Hildas. So let's do that. So there's the Hildas. And we've got more filament that we need to start getting outside. We're already near the end of the day. Holy cow. The day just got completely away from us, man. I don't know where the heck the time goes anymore. Is there anything else I can get rolling? Larges, we need to get all the stuff again, so let's get the envoys going. Because all of a sudden that all started up again. We need the priestesses, so let's get that rolling. Okay, so those are both printing. This can now start up with something else. So the sky pins are done. Fantasy rabbits are done. Ninja bamboos, I believe, are running back there. These are done. So smalls are almost done. We need the burger houses. So that's set. Mediums are again in the middle of the changeover. There are the fish guards. Man, they look good. Even from the back, they look very, very sharp. Very nice. That's all large. Mediums, I can start working on more of the Ryuka girls. So the Amy's are ready. I have nothing small that I can make right now. Everything that's small is accounted for. So now we can just kind of work on getting the rest of our filament in here. We are kind of caught up a little bit for now. Give it time. And again, I find it so hilarious that it will not let us throw that away. It's like the cursed PLA filament. Just like, no, we will stay here forever and haunt you or something. I don't even know why it would haunt us. I mean, we just don't need it anymore. We've advanced on to nicer printers. So maybe it's just like trying to remind us of where we started. Yeah. Always reminding us of our roots. I'm guessing that's what it's all about. So there's that. There's the envoys. So everything in the larges is now done. That tag keeps on popping up, even though we don't want it to. There's the burger houses. Those are done. Both of my mediums are rolling. There's the Hilda. So if we put those up there and take a look at them, that is sharp. Even if it looks a lot like a major brand, that sounds a lot like Kokomon. Um, but don't tell anybody. Shh, don't say it. It wouldn't be one of those things. It never would be one of those things. We would never do such a thing around here. And what is the last thing we can start up here? Even though the day is over. So again, filament first, and we'll get that started rolling with the Mikus. So that one is rolling. This one has nothing it needs to make. So the smalls have nothing they need to make. The larges have nothing they need to make. So everything is good. The last thing we have in terms of printers is when we get to 8,500 popularity, we can get that printer, whatever it's called. I can't see it because the word popularity is right over the title of the printer, so I don't know what it is. And then this one is coming soon at 15,000 popularity. Our next lines of products that we have available to us, we have the Ancient Monsters, which I might wait until we get to the 8,500 popularity, so that way I can just make all of these in premium instead of having them in advance first. And then we have the Veiled Souls that we can start on. Yeah, so we'll probably do the Veiled Souls first, and then we'll switch over to the Ancient Monsters. And then we have the Warrior Queens, and then later on we have the Crusader Kings. So there's still plenty of stuff that needs to be made, but we're almost to the end of the line on the printers. And then it's just going to be a matter of getting more printers, even more printers, because we obviously do not have enough. But we're getting there a little bit more each day. And now we've got medium printers here that are premium. So the only thing that we have left for premium is the large. And that will hopefully not take too much longer to go. As our store continues to grow a little bit more, and we're getting ready for another round of changeover here in all of our medium stocks. So we're getting ready for another round of tags to go from blue to red. And we'll start seeing that happen next time around. That, however, is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.